2K Sports and the Corn Ferry Tour are proud to bring you this year's Q School Final.
It's time to get underway, so let's get into the coverage of this exciting event. Luke Elvey here alongside my mate Rich Beam and Beamer. This is a nerve-wracking event, isn't it?
Absolutely, Luke. These players at the end of this event need to finish in the top 50 to secure their Corn Ferry Tour cards.
Can't wait to get into the action. Very excited to see how this player fares today. Now, great rhythm on that swing. This shot from the first cut of rough. And Henny, what are they looking at here?
He's staring down 23 feet here. This is their look at birdie.
Ooh, right by the hole. Well, this would be a good one to make. It's for par. And that's an opening hole par for this player.
That's a rock-solid par right there.
He's currently tied for 10th. Time to tee off at the second.
Players looking to make 4 here, but never disappointed with a par 5.
Time for the second shot here on the second hole. And here we are with the third shot. Woo, back there, horsey. Oh, that was pure. This putt is about 17 feet long. That was a gallant attempt. A good opportunity here, just 6 feet to the hole.
This is what they have left for par.
That gets the job done.
So, no movement on the leaderboard there, remaining at even overall. Let's see what happens here at the third hole.
Just one bunker surrounds this green. A difficult par 3 to say the least.
Opting for the hybrid, I think.
That's a good shot by him. He'll be delighted.
Well, this will be a big putt to make. A birdie always nice, but particularly when it's a 2. That's disappointing.
Can't believe he did that. That drives you bonkers as a player.
He's in a share of 12th place. The 4th at TPC Boston, Rich. A great short par 4.
Players looking to make birdie or better. The only difficulty is finding that front bunker. That's when big numbers can be had. For sure, birdies galore.
Second shot here on the 4th. Oh, almost went in.
This putt to move into the top 5 on the leaderboard.
Wow, that's misjudged. Pretty good chance here. This one's for par.
So far, so good.
Trailing by a couple of strokes now. Two great shots are required here because this hole is a long par 4.
Dog legs from right to left. The big danger here is the green. 3 different tiers on this green. Find the correct one. You'll have a birdie opportunity. Miss it, and it's going to be a difficult 2-putt.
Oh, well struck. This drive's heading for the fairway in my eyes. Do you like the view from where you're standing, Henny?
Setting up here from about 185 yards.
Opting for the 5-iron. A quality shot, that. Now, long-range putt coming up here. It'd be good to make a bomb, wouldn't it?
What's in front of them, Henny, with this putt?
Yeah, they've left it in the perfect spot here, just below the hole. They can be aggressive up the hill.
Come on, ball. Don't deny him.
And you hold it. What a monster.
It was nice to see that go in because it has been pretty darn ugly up to this point.
And let's have another look at that one.
I need to see this again because I still can't believe they hold that.
Our current leader is enjoying a one-shot lead. Here we find ourselves on the tee of a par 4.
Bunkers down the right-hand side are a nuisance. The pond fronting the left part of the green should not come into play if players find the fairway off their tee shots. Second shot to a very flat green. You can get it close, but still difficult on this long par 4.
The sixth hole, particularly the approach, Rich, at TPC Boston's a very strong one.
If they put the pin other than front left near the water, it's a good birdie opportunity. But once that pin sneaks over to the left-hand side, watch out. Bogeys and doubles come into the equation very quickly.
That's inside the house of opportunity. Well, Rich, think they can make this one?
Look, I got to say, I'm really not liking their chances here, but you never know. Stranger things have happened.
That's frustrating.
Putting for a par here.
Well hold. Let's move on. So no movement there. The player remains at even par. Oh, I like this. The cover's coming off the big dog. Time to let it loose.
Par 5, 600 yards straight away. Wanting to make birdies, but par is a good number.
Well, that was a bit of a wild swing. Probably be a similar result too.
Henny, how's that ball lying?
Looks like they have a bad lie here in the second cut. This is not sitting nicely.
Nicely done. Getting ready to play their third. 3 behind our leader. Going with a 3-wood here.
4 left.
Yeah, a quality shot from him. He'll be pleased.
Chance to get one under the card with this putt.
What a great opportunity here for a look at a birdie.
Ooh. This one just outside 7 feet to the hole. That's pretty tidy.
That was a narrow miss. And just a little bit of clean-up work remaining on this hole.
Sitting at 1 over for the event.
Not much happening. Moving down the leaderboard, never a good sign.
Going with the hybrid. Anything in 5 feet to be handy from here. An opportunity to make a par here. This one's online. Well, that's a momentum maintainer. Well done. Now 4 back after that hole. We have a par 4 on this one.
9th hole, bunkers down the left will not come into play, and this green sits below the players on their second shot. We have seen birdies made here in the past, but they are really difficult to come by.
Yeah, this is a quality looking shot, this one. That should find the short stuff. This one from about 160 yards out.
Wind's blowing right to left here, and they're going to go ahead and ride the one in here.
Going with the 7.
He's found the surface. Good chance here.
Outside chance here for the birdie.
This putt, a chance to move inside the top 20 on the leaderboard.
Okay, steady now. Just 3 feet to the cup.
This for par.
Just didn't drop it.
The putt drops, and we're moving on.
And as we head over to the 10th hole, Rich, this player will enter their final 9 holes of Q School. How will they be feeling?
Well, right now they should be pleased. They're playing awfully well. They've put themselves in good position to get their Korn Ferry Tour card. But let's face it, 9 holes left, pressure packed to say the least.
Yeah, this lies pretty deep here. Good shot there, Beamer. Henny, what have they got in front of them here?
He's looking at perhaps 175, I'd say.
Looks to be going with the 6-iron.
This one's heading towards the cabbage.
Well, a little off the target with that one.
Wind is absolutely swirling in this part of the golf course.
How close was that to going down? This is their 5th shot.
It'll be frustrating inches from making that putt.
Okay, so that finishes that hole. And a little slide down the leaderboard happening. Make sure you respond quickly. Teeing off here at the 11th.
Par 3 measures 231 yards from the back. A very difficult test indeed. A long green that is unforgiving as it slopes from back to front quite severely. Birdies are hard to run by, as pars can be as well.
Going with the 5-wood. That wasn't their best approach, Beamer.
Lots of greens in regulation today for this player, Luke. This is a surprise, missing this one.
Oh, wouldn't that have been nice? Well, this would be a great par putt if he can make this. Yeah, that's lovely weight. Getting it right up by the hole. Excellent job. Sitting at 5 over for the day.
Moving down the leaderboard, Luke, never a good thing.
Time to face a par 4 now.
Par 4, 510 yards. It is a brute. Those bunkers down the right-hand side are a natural attraction for wayward golf balls. Second shot is down the slope. A big, deep, gaping bunker on the right-hand side will also find its fair share of golf balls. All in all, just a tough hole, to say the least.
Tee shot is looking good here.
This shot from around 210 yards.
Straight downwind, tough to put a lot of spin on it and hold the green.
Looks to be going with a hybrid here.
Should find the green.
Well, Luke, you're right. He did find grass, but it's not the closely mown grass.
They're looking to get this one close in hopes of saving par. Just 4 feet remaining between him and the hole.
An important par save.
And there it is. The leader now has a 1-stroke advantage. Teeing off here on the 13th hole.
Tee shot up the hill to a blind landing area. Second shot is to a green that is surrounded by a cavern of bunkers. If you miss all those and find the green in 2, then you'll have a decent look at a birdie 3.
That was wonderfully done. Lining up from around 160 yards.
Wind back into their grill. They need to flight this one down.
That was a bit of a miscue.
And coming up well short.
Okay, Henny, what's he looking at with this putt?
Setting up this putt 17 feet from the cup.
Just not enough gas.
Wow, shocking to say the least. How do you miss that?
Currently at 6 over par.
Unfortunately, backing up slowly but surely on that leaderboard, Luke.
Wonderfully played. The 14th hole at TPC Boston is a par 5 for the locals, a converted par 4 for the tournament, Rich, and it's a strong second shot down the hill.
Second shot, very narrow opening to this green. If you miss it out to the right in the bunkers, you have a difficult time getting it up and down. Out to the left, you have some options. Pars can be made.
Going with the 6-iron here. This one might need to sit.
Unable to find the green on this one.
Needed to take a little less club on that approach.
And here we are with the third shot. If he makes this, he'll save his par.
This one's looking good.
There it is.
And staying right where they were in today's rankings after that. Time to see what this par 4 has in store.
Par 4, and a fun little par 4 at that, just 421 yards from the back. Fairly generous fairway, but a green that can provide some entertainment as there's some different swales in the green, and your golf ball can go a-wandering if you're not careful.
And what's in front of them there, Henny?
Setting up this shot with the wind in their face.
2K Sports and the Corn Ferry Tour are delighted to welcome you to this year's Q School Final.
We're just about to begin our coverage of this exciting event. Luke Elvey here alongside Rich Beam. And Rich, what's on the minds of these players today?
Luke, all the players in this field want one thing and one thing only, and that is their Corn Ferry Tour card. It's a massive accomplishment. Let's see how this all shakes out. The top 50 on the leaderboard will get their card.
Can't wait to find out what happens here. UK Sports and the Corn Ferry Tour are proud to bring you this year's Q School Final. We're glad to have you with us as we kick off our coverage of this event. Luke Elvey here alongside Rich Beam. And Rich, you know exactly how challenging these Q Schools are.
Luke, at the end of the day, these players want one thing and one thing only, and that's their Corn Ferry Tour card. And to do that, they need to finish up in the top 50 at the end of the event.
Can't wait to see what unfolds. Ah, absolutely flushed. Second shot here on the first. This putt coming up is for birdie. That's tracking. Well done. Take the birdie.
I've never been disappointed by starting off my round with a birdie, Luke, I can tell you that.
He's currently tied for 7th. Here we are at the second tee.
Players want to take out any club, driver, 3 wood, whatever it takes to miss the bunkers down the right-hand side in order to give them the best opportunity to knock it on in 2. However, danger lurks everywhere around this green, so players playing cautiously might want to consider laying up. Birdie 4s are always a good score in this hole, and you're never disappointed with a 5.
Oh, that was flushed. Second shot on the second. Getting ready to play their third. Oh, that's a great shot. It sets up a wonderful birdie look here at the second. And with that putt hold, it's back-to-back birdies.
Gotta like it. 2 in a row.
And this player's moving up on the leaderboard after that hole. Teeing off here at the third hole.
Par 3, measuring 208 yards, a difficult par 3 to say the least.
Opting for the hybrid, I think. That's nicely done. Never seen a scorecard that doesn't look good with a 2 on it.
Well, that's a bit disappointing.
Well, I think they fell in love with the line, forgot about the pace.
Putting for a par now.
That's well holed. He's currently tied for third. The fourth at TPC Boston, Rich. A great short par 4.
Players looking to make birdie or better. The only difficulty is finding that front bunker. That's when big numbers can be had. For sure, birdies galore.
Oh, that sounded absolutely flushed. Time for the second shot here at the 4. Sitting at 2 under, currently tied for third. Oh, well played. And that will take him to 3 under.
Moments like that deserve another look.
is currently tied for first. Welcome to the tee of a par 4.
Dog legs from right to left. The big danger here is the green. 3 different tiers on this green. Find the correct one. You'll have a birdie opportunity. Miss it, and it's going to be a difficult 2-putt.
Yeah, you hit a beauty, didn't you? Sitting at -3, currently tied for top spot. Going with the 5-iron here. Any bounce to the left here would be helpful. Not a bad play, that one. All right, Henny. What's he got in front of him here with this putt?
Can't be too aggressive here. Take your medicine and move on. This is down the hill.
Oh, so close.
A par putt on the table. In she goes. Let's head to the next.
Currently at 3 under for the day. This hole here is a par 4.
Bunkers down the right-hand side are a nuisance. The pond fronting the left part of the green should not come into play if players find the fairway off their tee shots. Second shot to a very flat green. You can get it close, but still difficult on this long par 4.
Oh, you couldn't paint a better picture. Gorgeous swing. The 6th hole, particularly the approach, Rich, at TPC Boston's a very strong one.
If they put the pin other than front left near the water, it's a good birdie opportunity. But once that pin sneaks over to the left-hand side, watch out. Bogeys and doubles come into the equation very quickly.
And here we are with the 3rd shot.
He's currently tied for the lead. And he's down there. You got a read?
Straight back up this hill. Can be firm here.
That's one of those putts that you're proud of at the end of a round. They all add up. Oh, what a shot that was. Why don't we revisit the magic?
Yeah, let's see this again. Have this one on repeat.
And now at 3 under overall. Here we have a long par 5.
Par 5, and only the long players can reach in two. Find the fairway, then make a decision. Do I go over the large bunker 100 yards away, or do I lay back of it? Either way, you must make a par 5 here, because birdies will be had by the big hitters.
Oh, great swing there. Time for the second shot here at the 7th. Oh, well done. Sitting at 3 under par in a share of the lead. You like that, didn't you? 3 feet to go here to the hole.
He's staring down a birdie putt here.
Nice one. 4th birdie of the day. And that will take him to 4 under. And with that, he's now broken the tie, all alone at the top of the leaderboard. We've reached the 8th hole.
Par 3 and a diabolical green, to say the least. The left-hand side sits much higher than the right-hand side, and the green is usually very firm. A tough ask.
opting for the 5-wood. This one is right down the pipe.
Luke, that did not end up where you said it was going to. It's in the rough.
Ooh, that almost went down. Yeah, that's a top little chip shot, that one.
Oh, Dr. Chipinski strikes again.
And after that performance, they'll stay right where they are in the standings. This hole is a par 4.
9th hole, bunkers down the left will not come into play, and this green sits below the players on their second shot. We have seen birdies made here in the past, but they are really difficult to come by.
Wow, that was just striped. Playing from around 160 yards.
He shares the lead.
This one is all over it.
Oh, what a shot. You'll take that.
Outstanding approach shot. A chance to move to 5 under par. It was on a good line. And this one is for his par. Well, here we have it, Rich. This player's tied for the lead with the back 9 to play.
Yeah, exciting position, isn't it? You'd rather have the lead on your own, but listen, tied for the lead, pretty good spot to be in. They're going to have to work to earn this victory.
sitting at 4 under for the day, currently tied for first place. Getting ready to play their third.
Currently tied for the lead.
Pretty good shot there.
And he needs this to save par.
These are on rails, looking good.
Solid par putt, that. And there's no movement on the leaderboard after that hole. We find ourselves on a par 3 here.
Par 3 measures 231 yards from the back. A very difficult test indeed. A long green that is unforgiving as it slopes from back to front quite severely. Birdies are hard to run by, as pars can be as well.
Looks like they've got the 5-wood. And Henny, what kind of a shot are they facing this time?
He's setting up here from about 115 yards.
That might be one club too many.
That lie was so bad, I didn't think they'd be able to get it anywhere near there.
A par putt awaits.
Yeah, that looked to be a bit of a misread. 7 feet to the cup.
Some damage limitation. This one for a bogey.
Oh, just missed. Well, that's disappointing. This putt's for double. Trailing by a stroke after that hole. Let's see what happens here at the 12th.
Par 4, 510 yards. Good luck.
The tempo there was exquisite.
Going with the 5-wood. See if he can get that one to come back to the left a little.
That's a tad wayward. Not quite finding the surface. And from the greenside rough here.
Wow, that almost went in the hole. Just 10 feet to the cup here.
Solid little par putt here.
Like the look of this one. Now, nice to make a mid-range par putt. Our current leader is enjoying a one-shot lead. Let's see what happens here on the 13th hole, shall we?
Tee shot is uphill to a blind landing area. Green is surrounded by some deep bunkers. However, you miss all those, you find the surface in 2, and you're going to have a pretty decent look at a birdie 3.
Henny, what's the player facing here?
Setting up here from about 155.
And choosing the 8-iron here. This one looks to be slightly offline here. It's fair to say that that approach didn't hit the mark.
Oh dear. Can he get out of here?
Yeah, this is not what they wanted. There might be a couple of hits here.
Ooh. And how about the concentration to pull that shot off? Let's see if he can make this and keep the par on the card. Just 2 shots back after that hole. Time to take a look at what this par 4 might be in order.
Fairway sweeps from right to left down the hill. Should you find the fairway, you'll have a decent look at finding the green in 2. But I gotta say, it is a difficult par 4, and you'd be happy to walk away with that score.
Oh, that's a high caliber shot. The 14th hole at TPC Boston is a par 5 for the locals, a converted par 4 for the tournament, Rich, and it's a strong second shot down the hill.
Second shot, very narrow opening to this green. If you miss it out to the right in the bunkers, you have a difficult time getting it up and down. Out to the left, you have some options. Parts can be made.
Good sounding strike, that one.
Luke, unfortunately, that got a horrible kick, ended up in the rough.
This would be a great up and down. Nine feet to the cup.
This is what they have left for a par. Yeah, this is looking nice.
Ooh, right by the hole.
A bogey putt awaits. You've finished your work on that hole. Let's take a look at the next one.
Unfortunately, moving down the leaderboard, that's not the direction to be heading. Teeing off here at the 15th hole.
Par 4, 421 yards. A lot of fun can be had here, but be careful of the green. It'll get you if you're not careful.
Lovely effort, that. Sitting at 1 under the card. Currently tied for 10th place. Is that what they had in mind?
Not taking enough club to get it there.
Very crafty, that shot.
Yes, very smooth tempo there on that chip.
And if this can go down, he'll save par.
Trailing by a few shots after that hole. Teeing off here on the 16th hole.
Watch out for this green. There's a large shelf on the right-hand side. If it's up there, good luck getting it close. And whatever you do, don't be silly and hit it left in the water. That's just a bad shot.
A bit out of shape with that swing. Gotta get the rhythm back. Oh, sometimes you need a hacksaw to get out of this rough.
And he's hit that inside the range. Standing over this one, and it's a very long putt.
Trying to save par here.
Shame it didn't drop.
Putting for a bogey.
And unfortunately dropping back to level with the card. Let's see what happens here at the 17th.
Dog leg from right to left. Second shot is down the slope. Lots of bunkers on this hole, but should you avoid them and find this sliver of a green, then birdie will be on your mind.
Well, that's a handy shot. And Henny, what's he looking at here?
I can see the 125-yard marker just nearby.
Going with the 8-iron here. Okay, that'll work.
What's in front of them, Henny?
Setting up this putt 25 feet from the cup.
Ouch, that hurts. Oh, what a shame. That would have been a nice one to hole. This putt's about 4 feet from the hole.
Nice little par putt here.
And with that, he'll stay right there at even par. Of all the finishing holes on the PGA Tour, Rich, there's plenty that feel that TPC Boston could be right up with the very best of them.
Long hitters are looking to take it down the left-hand side and get the extra chase on the golf ball down the slope. That'll leave them with a very short second shot to a dangerous green, big deep bunker right, and a large hollow on the left-hand side. Birdies and eagles have been made before, but so have 6s and 7s.
Well, this could alter the line of the shot.
That dog will hunt.
Even for the day. That's tidy. And here we are with the third shot. 4 shots behind our leader. I don't think he planned for that. Time now for the 4th shot. Currently 4 shots off the pace.
That's not the shot they're after.
A bit short with that effort.
Players setting up, trying to get up and down from the bunker. Even for the day. Oh, I thought that one was going in. And this putt is for a final score of 73.
Looks good.
That was a gallant attempt. This putt coming up is for triple.
And with that, this player has finished their Q School final. But Rich, unfortunately, they didn't manage to make it to that all-important top 50 and won't be able to advance to the Corn Ferry Tour next season. However, on their side is the opportunity to do it all again next year.
The player's going to have a rough go of it for another year until they can get back and hopefully get into the Corn Ferry Tour Championships.
A fair bit of soul searching, I would imagine.
There's going to be a lot of searching for your game a little bit. I mean, you're going to be traveling, living on the road full time. It's not easy nor fun, but it can and hopefully will make this player better in the future.
Well, on behalf of myself, Luke Elvey, and Rich Beam, thanks for tuning in. Catch you tomorrow. 2K Sports and the Corn Ferry Tour are proud to bring you this year's Q School Final.
Without further ado, let's get into the coverage of this exciting event. Luke Elvey here alongside Rich Beam. And Rich, what's it like to compete in this nerve-wracking affair?
Luke, all the players in this field want one thing and one thing only, and that is their Corn Ferry Tour card. It's a massive accomplishment. Let's see how this all shakes out. The top 50 on the leaderboard will get their card.
Let's get down to the action. Wow, that was just striped. Time for the second shot into the first. Quality shot, that one. 8 feet to the cup.
This is what they have left for birdie here.
Super shot, that.
And that should calm whatever nerves this player has. Nice opening hole.
Currently 1 under for the round. Love the long holes. Welcome to the par 5.
Players looking to make 4 here, but never disappointed with a par 5.
That's the kind of strike that's going to make them come back every day of the week. Time for the second shot here on the second hole. Getting ready to play their third. And not a bad approach. He'll be putting. 13 feet to the hole.
Looking for another birdie here.
That's frustrating. 5 feet coming up to the cup. This looks good. In the end, that will be a disappointing par after such a great approach shot.
And that would have tied the lead for this player. Disappointing to say the least.
On the tee of a par 3.
A split green here. It is difficult to make birdie 2s, but par 3s should be had.
Beautiful swing there. And that was a bit of a misfire. All right, facing a little up and down here to save the par.
A chance to save the par if he can make this one.
It's half a chance of being holed, this one. Ooh.
Just a tiny putt is all that remains.
And unfortunately dropping back to even par there.
Not much happening. Moving down the leaderboard, never a good sign.
The 4th at TPC Boston, Rich. A great short par 4.
Players looking to make birdie or better. The only difficulty is finding that front bunker. That's when big numbers can be had. For sure, birdies galore.
Handy effort, that one. Oh, that one just missed the hole. Yep, give yourself a pat on the back.
And this putt to move into the top 10.
Okay, steady now. And this putt coming up for his par.
Oh, that looks like a pure stroke.
It's time to step onto the tee here at the 5th.
Dog legs from right to left. The big danger here is the green. 3 different tiers on this green. Find the correct one. You'll have a birdie opportunity. Miss it, and it's going to be a difficult 2-putt.
Bit disappointing, that one. Even for the day. They've got that one a bit heavy, but the green's still in sight.
From about 130 yards here. 3 shots off the lead.
Come on, get down. But not a bad approach, that one, up onto the green. A couple of putts from there, and that'll be a pretty good hole. He's got a par putt here. Let's see if he can make it.
This is on a stupendous line.
Yeah, nicely holed. That's a good fight back.
Yeah, in the bunker off the tee. Great recovery.
Moments like that deserve another viewing. Let's take a look at the replay.
Now this is how you putt. Take another look at this.
That par ensures he'll stay right there at even par. Time to tee off at the 6th.
Bunkers down the right-hand side are a nuisance. The pond fronting the left part of the green should not come into play if players find the fairway off their tee shots. Second shot to a very flat green. You can get it close, but still difficult on this long par 4.
Henny, how's that ball lying? It's tough to see from here.
Looks like they have a bad lie here in the second cut.
Going with the hybrid. A little off the mark on that approach shot.
Now, coming out of the rough, missing the green was always in the cards.
What a shot! Almost went in the bucket. And here we are with their 4th. 3 strokes off the lead. Oh, what a big putt to make that one.
What a play from the rough. Was hoping to get on the green and does one better.
And let's have one more look at that shot.
They got their putting boots on here. Look at how this ball rolls end to end. A thing of beauty.
He's in a share of 15th.
Moving up the leaderboard. I like it.
Oh, exciting times on the tee of a par 5.
Par 5, 600 yards straight away. Wanting to make birdies, but par is a good number.
Oh, that is a thing of beauty. Second shot here on the 7th. And here we are with the third shot. Just 3 strokes back. Not bad. A putt for a place in the top 10.
That starts off on a good line.
Oh, that had eyes for it. Lovely shot. And he'll move into the top 10. Trailing by a couple of strokes now. Let's see what happens here at the 8th.
Par 3, bunkers left and right. Not an easy par 3 to say the least.
Opting for the 5-wood. That's not the outcome they were after. Close to the surface here, the green side rough. How close was that to going down? This putt is about 10 feet from the hole.
This is huge for momentum. Got to try and hold this. This for par.
Good putt, that. Currently 1 under for the event. Teeing off now on the 9th hole.
9th hole, bunkers down the left will not come into play, and this green sits below the players on their second shot. We have seen birdies made here in the past, but they are really difficult to come by.
Yeah, that one will play. And Henny, what's he looking at here?
Setting up here from about 165 yards.
Looks to have chosen the 7-iron.
4 right.
Yep, that shot safely on the green.
Slim chance here for birdie, but you never know.
And this putt to move into the top 5. It was on a good line. That'll sting a bit. There's part of about 6 feet coming up.
He's got this for his par.
Yeah, we'll take that. And as we head over to the 10th hole, Rich, this player will enter their final 9 holes of Q School. How will they be feeling?
Well, right now they should be pleased. They're playing awfully well. They've put themselves in good position to get their Korn Ferry Tour card. But let's face it, 9 holes left, pressure packed to say the least.
Well, I like the look of the line here. This should find the fairway.
And Henny, what's he facing with this one?
And from about 105 yards, had a fantastic drive.
Not a bad approach, that one. Not quite inside the birdie range, but you never know. Hole a long one. Still counts. And this putt to move into a tie for 3rd. Fair effort, that. Good birdie. And that puts him into the top 5 for the tournament. Now 3 strokes back after that hole. Pegging it up on the 11th hole here.
Par 3 measures 231 yards from the back. A very difficult test indeed. A long green that is unforgiving as it slopes from back to front quite severely. Birdies are hard to run by, as pars can be as well.
That a boy. Good shot. And this putt to move into a tie for 2nd.
just didn't drop. This is a par putt.
Yeah, you'll take that.
The leader now has a one-stroke advantage. Always the toughest hole in the game. A long par 4.
Par 4, 510 yards. Good luck. You'll need it.
Oh, good drive. That one should find the fairway.
What kind of shot are they facing here, Henny?
Oh, the breeze has just got up. You see where the flags are flickering, and it's straight back up into this player.
Opting for the 3-wood. Just needs this one to kick right. Yep, that one's on the dance floor. You can 2-putt that for sure. And this putt to move into second spot on the leaderboard, or at least a share of it. Good putters will make these, right on 5 feet.
This is what they have left for par here.
Oh, just missed. And that putt will drop. Well done. He's currently tied for 9th.
And moving down the leaderboard as well.
Trying to shake off the bogey on the last hole as they step onto this tee.
Par 4, back up the hill, 447 yards. This is an adventure-filled par 4.
That's some good golf right there.
Playing this one about 130 yards out. 4 strokes off the lead. Looks to have opted for the 8-iron. A chance to move to a couple under the card with this putt.
Short game has been absolutely fantastic today.
What a disappointment.
Our work here is done. Let's head to the next hole.
This hole's a tough 2-shotter, a long par 4.
Par 4, sweeping from right to left down the hill. This is a challenging hole. Lovely, lovely rhythm.
The 14th hole at TPC Boston is a par 5 for the locals, a converted par 4 for the tournament, Rich, and it's a strong second shot down the hill.
Second shot, very narrow opening to this green. If you miss it out to the right in the bunkers, you have a difficult time getting it up and down. Out to the left, you have some options. Parts can be made.
Looks like they've got the 5-wood.
Needs this one to kick right. Yeah, not a bad shot, that one. Scorecard filled with 3s never hurts. Good putt to make this.
That's disappointing.
Downhill putt, and sometimes you think it's going to run out more than it does. Just couldn't quite figure it out this time.
Let's see what happens here on the 15th.
Par 4, 421 yards, a seemingly simple par 4.
Sometimes you hit some good ones, sometimes you hit some bad ones. Oh, that was pure. From around 170 yards here.
Wind is going straight at his back.
Opting for the 6-iron. This one looks just a fraction too long to me. Henny, you've had the chance to have a look over this one?
This is way out. They could probably use a 9-iron from back here.
Didn't quite judge the speed on that one. This one for bogey.
Rolling end to end, this looking nice.
Trailing by 5 shots after that hole. Let's see what happens here at the 16th.
Par 3, I don't need to mention the one on the left-hand side. It speaks for itself.
Looks to be going with the 6-iron. This is an extremely long putt. You might even have to hinge on this one. That's the way to bounce back. Good way to make up for the bogey at the last. And that will take him to 1 under. Well, that's worth a replay. Let's take another look.
I could watch this one all day. Who would have thought that would go in?
Our current leader is enjoying a 1-shot lead. Now at the 17th hole.
Severe dog leg from right to left. Second shot down the hill to a very narrow green.
Needs to make a move soon. Well played, mate. And Henny, what are you seeing down there?
Yeah, this is straight back into the breeze. Going to be a tough one.
Looks like they're going with the pitching wedge. It's not going to find the fairway. Sitting at -1 in a share of 10th position. Didn't that look good for a long time? A 7-footer right here.
This is what they have left for par.
Good looking putt. And down she goes. Currently 1 under for the tournament. Of all the finishing holes on the PGA Tour, Rich, there's plenty that feel that TPC Boston could be right up with the very best of them.
Long hitters are looking to take it down the left-hand side and get the extra chase on the golf ball down the slope. That'll leave them with a very short second shot to a dangerous green, big deep bunker right, and a large hollow on the left-hand side. Birdies and eagles have been made before, but so have 6s and 7s.
This is a good time to get hot with the tournament on the line. Playing this shot from around 220 yards here.
Wind is blowing right to left here, and they're going to go ahead and ride the wind back to this pin.
Going with the 5-wood. Well, it looks like they tried to be bold there, Rich, but it didn't quite work out for them.
Oh, look at that. The wind just wreaking havoc with that shot. Disappointing.
Ooh, that almost went down. Trying to get to 2 under with this putt. that's too bad.
Wanted to get it up to the hole, but was just unable to up that slope.
And this putters for a final.
And with that, this player will finish the Q School final and gain a ticket to the Corn Ferry Tour next season. Congratulations to them. Rich and I will certainly be following their career with great interest.
Absolutely, Luke. They have locked down their Corn Ferry Tour card. Keep your eye on this player. They're going places.
A top 10 finish. Are they pleased with that?
They should be. They should be. Ball striking wasn't great this week. They got a lot out of the game, so a top 10 finish, absolutely respectable.
I'm Luke Elvey, alongside Rich Beam, and on behalf of all the hard-working folks at HB Studios, it's goodbye for now.
2K Sports and the Corn Ferry Tour are proud to bring you today's event. Today's coverage of the Corn Ferry Tour season opener is about to begin. Luke Elvey here alongside Rich Beam. And Rich, this is an exciting day for this player. They're taking part in their very first Corn Ferry Tour event. I'm sure you've got memories of that moment and what it felt like. What type of goals are they setting for themselves, and what are their expectations of the season ahead?
Well, look, I think that every player out here, their only goal is to secure their PGA Tour card. And to do that, there's three ways. You can either win 3 times on the Corn Ferry Tour. That'll automatically get you a Battlefield promotion to the PGA Tour. You can finish top 25 at the points list at the end of the season. Or, for everyone else, the top 75 will go on to the Tour Championship. And from there, the top 50 will regain or earn PGA Tour status.
Certainly excited to see how today plays out, Rich. That should find the sand. It's a chance for a good shot here from the fairway bunker. Getting ready to play their third. Lovely touch. Well played.
You better believe it is great stuff to watch.
And a par putt awaits him. Well, that's a no-fuss par to get the round underway, Rich.
Nothing wrong with an opening par, just easing their way into this round.
Let's see what happens here on the second hole.
Great shot. And looks like we're taking another look at that one. Rich, always love being in the Quad Cities. There's a real hearty homeward feel here about the John Deere Classic. And again, being here at TPC Deer Run, just a fabulous way for the Corn Ferry Tour to get underway.
This is the site, the host of the Big Dig. And what these players are going to need to know and learn this week is you better take out your shovel and go deep, because this golf course is begging to be torn apart. Love this golf course, but birdies are a must.
Nicely done. And here we are with the third shot. And Henny, what are they looking at here?
All right, down the hill here. Got to be gentle.
Oh, so close. An opportunity to make their par. He finds himself in a share of 15th position. This one's a par 3. Looks to be going with the 5-iron. Let's see if we can get this one up and down for par. What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
Setting up this putt 16 feet from the cup. Now this one, this is important. This for par.
one's come up short.
I think they gave that one too much respect. They didn't want to hit it too hard and go racing past the hole.
And that's a little disappointing, dropping some spots on the leaderboard. Welcome to this hole. It's a par 4. We drew that one up perfectly, didn't he? Looks like they put a good swing on that one. That should find the short stuff. Sitting at 1 over. Going with the 7.
This one is heading towards the nasty stuff.
Always frustrated by missing a green.
That's been the story of the day, isn't it, Luke? Has missed a lot of greens, and you can't afford to do that on this golf course.
Well, a lovely opportunity to save par here.
Come on, don't be shy.
And gets that putt of distance to go. Now 6 strokes back after that hole. Let's see what happens here at the 5th. Well, I'm sure it looked better in their mind before they hit it. Henny, what have they got in front of them here?
Our wind's just going to knock the ball down. It's straight at the back.
And choosing the 8-iron here. Oh, come on, sit. Let's see if we can make this big putt for birdie.
Yeah, that looked to be a bit of a misread. This putt was about 8 feet.
Right over the spot they were looking at.
And in it goes for the par. Currently at +1 for the tournament. Here we are at the 6th hole.
Lovely rhythm there, Rich. That's going to work every time.
From around 120 yards here.
Wind's blowing from left to right. Going to try and hold it against the wind.
This one headed in the wrong direction, out to the right.
It's a little wayward.
Gotta believe the wind affected the golf ball there.
Putting for par.
This one's tracking.
Oh, gee, that line was looking good, wasn't it? This putt just 5 feet away from the hole. Well, that'll avoid a number of drop shots. Well hold. The leader now has a 1-stroke advantage. Let's see what happens here on the 7th. Looks to be going with a hybrid here.
This one headed left.
I'm pretty sure they had their sights set on hitting the green there.
Yeah, trying to draw that one in there, but not committing to it, leaving it out.
And he needs this to save par.
Looking good so far.
Oh, that's a clutch par.
Now 8 shots back after that hole.
Just a couple to play here on the opening 9. Here's the tee shot at the 8th.
Yep, that'll work. That's fine.
And this shot here coming up from around 130 yards.
Went straight down.
Nicely done. Okay, Henny, what's he looking at with this putt?
This is downhill. Can't be too bold. What a putt. Started this perfectly.
Steady on. Well, this would be a good one to make. It's for par. Well done.
Managing to maintain their position on the leaderboard.
Here we go. We're beginning the 9th hole now.
No, that's not the shot they wanted.
2 over for the day.
Opting for the 5-iron. Oh, caught up in some branches.
Oh, clever play that. Just get it back into the fairway.
Getting ready to play their 3rd.
Wind is blowing from right to left here. Wants to work it against the wind.
This is looking pretty good in the air.
Yeah, that was great wind management there.
This putt about 11 feet in distance.
Got to try and save the par here.
Hey, nice looking line. Nicely holed. And for par. And stepping up the standings after that effort. Let's see what happens here at the 10th hole.
Oh, just absolutely abused the golf ball there with that shot.
And this shot from the bunker. Sitting at 2 over. Opting for the 9-iron.
Wow, did this come out beautifully?
Yeah, nicely played.
Outside chance of the birdie, but a 2-putt here is still good.
All right, Henny. What's he got in front of him here with this putt?
Yeah, 15 feet out. He's been staring this one down.
Wow, that's classy. Good save from there.
In the bunker with their tee shot, and that is a very good save.
It's time to begin this par 4 hole. Where did that come from? That's not his style. Sitting at a couple of shots over par. Looks to have chosen the 7-iron.
Got great connection here. Yeah, this is looking good.
That was wonderfully done. Putting for birdie.
rolling end over end. This putt's looking great.
Just hammered that through the line. Good chance this one, right on 6 feet.
This looks like it's got the speed and the line.
Sitting at a couple over for the day. Let's head to the 12th hole. Opting for the hybrid, I think.
It's just a tad offline, that one. Headed towards the left.
Didn't quite strike that as cleanly as they would have hoped.
Yeah, wind took that one offline in a hurry.
No green in reg, but a chance to save their par.
Oh, wouldn't that have been nice?
Well, I hope he makes this one. It's for par.
Good stuff today, especially the short game has been really sharp today.
Just couldn't quite get it to drop. Sitting at 3 over for the day.
Unfortunately, backing up slowly but surely on that leaderboard, Luke.
Yeah, you hit a beauty, didn't you?
From about 130 yards here.
Wind is blowing left to right. Going to try and hold it against the wind.
Chosen the pitching wedge here. This one might roll into the rough. That was never really a comfortable shot for them, was it?
Looking for the draw, but not finding it.
Wow, that almost went in the hole. Par putt coming up here.
That will work.
Our current leader is enjoying a one-shot lead.
It's time to tee off here at the 14th hole.
Ah, that's not the shot he was hoping for.
Good shot there, Beamer. 14 feet to the cup.
This is their look at birdie. Oh yeah, this is tracking nicely.
Big putt for par coming up. Down she goes. Let's head to the next. We've arrived at a par 4. And after that par, we're looking for something good here. That reminded me of the Big Easy. Silky smooth. Three over for the day. Going with the 6-iron here. And here we are with the third shot. He has this putt to save his par. Ouch, that hurts. Putting now for a bogey. And now at +4 for the round. Stepping up to the 16th tee now. Going with the 9-iron, I think.
Not really what they were hoping for there.
Second shot here on the 16th. Oh my. That's some golf, particularly from that terrain. What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
The perfect leave. Uphill, can be firm.
That's frustrating. Bogey putt coming up here. Back-to-back bogeys is never nice, but in she goes.
They're making one bad mistake with another, compounding it, not good.
Teeing off here on the 17th hole.
That one's heading down Broadway.
And what's in front of them there, Henny?
The wind is at their back on this one.
Seems to have chosen the 3-wood. Yeah, disappointing not to find the surface, Rich, but I like that play.
Wind got that one and took it wayward.
Oh, I thought that one was going in. Oh, this will be a bonus. Right on 17 feet from here.